Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut review. A Palooza is on deck. Prepare yourself. I'm going to be dropping a lot of reviews over the next week or so. Prepare accordingly. Today we are kicking things off with H.P. Lovecraft's The Old Ones, brought to us by a familiar name, Chad Ferrin, giving us a story set in not quite, a little more modern times, but a father and son duo are out camping and they run across Russell Marsh, who is a 1930s captain who happened to see the light and be possessed by the spirit of an old one for 93 years. Well, now he has been freed from that spirit, and he's looking to go back in time to erase all the horrific things he has done over those 93 years at the mercy of the great old one. Well, due to a series of unfortunate events, the son ends up joining Russell Marsh on his quest to reset time, and we see how they try to do this by encountering a vast variety of creatures and other characters along the way. H.P. Lovecraft's The Old One, I really liked this from a number of angles. I liked the practical creature effects that they had in here. Those were wonderful. Those looked great. I just took me back to some of that 80s, 90s monster films, but they looked really good on screen. You get Kelly Maroney in a small role here, looking up all scary in some wonderful makeup, and it was great to see her, though she is only on screen for a short amount of time. But all these creature designs were wonderful. There's a lovely sequence that was really well done, lighted and everything, and a little tense moment involving a bathroom stall and a creature with tentacles, go figure. And I love that sequence, but all the sequences with the creatures featuring practical effects looked really good. There is some animation effects worked in here as well, overlays in that, which worked all right, but I was happy to see the majority of the effects were practical because they worked here and looked really darn creepy. Now, Russell Marsh is played by Robert Miano, and I thought he did fantastic in here. I really loved his performance. He brought it all. It really makes you feel like he's this captain from 1930 who really wants to get back in time. He's pretty badass as well. And yeah, I enjoyed him. He's very charismatic, has some great screen presence, and also he worked well with Benjamin Phillip, the young gentleman playing the son, Gideon. I like the dynamic between these two quite a bit. The dialogue that they had in here, which it's interesting when you get into actually using some of the dialogue from the book. H.P. Lovecraft's spoken word is a little bit much to take in at times, I'm going to say. So there were some parts where you had to really focus on what was saying, and it may not have quite always made sense, but we are talking H.P. Lovecraft. The rest of the cast does well in here. The gentlemen who are pursuing Russell and Gideon were fantastic. They added some very humorous moments to this film, which has some darker moments, but yeah, there's a lot of fun comedy in here and just grotesqueness as well. My favorite character, though, has got to be played by Rico E. Anderson, and it is Nyarlathotep, and I hope I pronounced that right, Nyarlathotep. I love this guy. This guy was great. I could watch a whole movie with him as the main character. I love the performance and how he delivered the dialogue, the banter he had with Russell Marsh, and the creature design and makeup effects that end up being part of this character, I thought looked fantastic and very appropriate. So, folks, H.P. Lovecraft, The Old Ones, is a solidly made film that, for an indie film, was very, very ambitious, and I think they pull it off quite well, especially with the practical effects and the story, which was interesting as well, which I wasn't that familiar with. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you have seen this, love to hear your constructive comments down below. Check out our Patreon. We got a lot of stuff there, and help us get to 3,000 subscribers or more before the end of 2024, and subscribe, bells and whistles and all that. Thank you for your support. Until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.